Are you live on Facebook? All right. Smithville Board of Aldermen meeting is now called to order. I've asked Chief Lockridge to lead us in the pledge. And after the pledge, I'd like to take a moment of silence to honor our fallen officer, Blaze Madrid Evans, passed away in the line of duty last week. Some of you know he did work at Chops in Smithville. He's a Smithville grad. So after the pledge, I'd ask for a moment of silence for him. Thank you, Chief.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. You may be seated. Next item on the agenda is a proclamation for National Diaper Week, which is observed September 27th through October 3rd. We'll post the proclamation and we send a signed copy to the group, but this group helps pull together diapers for people in need, for toddlers and babies, and taking care of those in the community that need this kind of assistance. So I want to thank all those that work on that, and we'll make sure we get a signed copy sent off. Next item on the agenda is the property tax levy hearing. Item on the agenda number 4 is a public hearing for the 2021 property tax levy rate. The purpose of the public hearing is for the Board of Aldermen to hear testimony relating to the proposed 2021 property tax levy rate. If you have concerns that are specifically related to the 2021 property tax levy rate, those concerns can be brought forward during public comment section of today's meeting related to general discussions. Persons wishing to be heard at the public hearing for 2021 property tax levy rate should have emailed the city clerk and given your name and address. Public present via video conference will be given the opportunity to be heard this evening. Each person will have a 3-minute time limit. The public hearing for 2021 property tax levy rate is now open. Linda, we don't have anybody for this one, right? All right. Being no further testimony, I close the public hearing for the 2021 property tax rate levy. And as you know, this is a little later than we normally do this because we were waiting on numbers. Everybody's a little behind right now. Next item on the agenda is a consent agenda. Alderman Atkins.
I move to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. Have a second? Alderman Hartman, second?
Second, yep.
Thank you. Any discussion on the consent agenda? All those in favor of approving the consent agenda say aye.
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 Aye. All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item is the committee reports. Alderman Chevalier, do you have anything to report from?
Yes, I do. Yeah, last week we had a pretty short meeting, but it was pretty cool. Just so everyone knows, we've had 41 residential permits this year and 7 commercial permits. And one other thing that was discussed and that I think we're seeing is that the Burger King and the Domino's pizza are still waiting on power, and I think that's because the power folks are down restoring some hurricane business, and that's kind of what some of the holdup is on that. But once that's out of the woods, I think we should see more progress.
Jack, we got things resolved up at the strip center, correct, on power?
Yeah, it's been approved. They are waiting for delivery of the meters, so they don't have it installed yet, but they have a time now, apparently.
Awesome. And was it 7 or 8 commercial?
I believe 7 is correct. It may be 8.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
One other thing. This past week was Rand Smith's last meeting at Planning and Zoning. He had served for 8 years and 8 months. And speaking of folks that have served a long time, later in the agenda, Melissa Wilson is on for an appointment. She wants to come back to planning and zoning for some reason, but we'll talk about that later. Anna, EDC didn't meet yet. That's this week. I think so. And we didn't have parks, so.
Yes,
Fine.
EDC is next Tuesday.
Okay, so we'll have that at the next meeting. Cool. City Administrator's report. Ms. Wagner, do you have anything to report?
Information included in the packet. Just wanted to note progress does continue on streetscape work in the alley across the street from City Hall behind the parking lot. Public parking there is it started yesterday and they're making good progress. Two things I want to note, and then one I would like some direction from the board. Last week, after the agenda packet went out, I had sent a communication to the board with regard to the Hillside Sewer Project. We had identification of pretty significant change and a change order that's above my expenditure authority. So I have approved that change order as an emergency authorization in order to keep the project and that work going. We'll have acknowledgement of that purchase on the next agenda. Did receive word today that the Department of Agriculture inspected Megan's Paws and Claws today, and we passed with flying colors, and there's never any doubt on that. Melissa does a great job out there, and we are thrilled with that report. Finally, I received an email last week from Chief Klein of the Smithville Area Fire Protection District that he's been approached by a local citizen asking that they explore or that they lead an effort to encourage recycling of old or expired smoke alarms. Mid-America Regional Council has a grant for this purpose. And Chief wanted to know if the city would like to partner on that. The Smithville Area Fire Protection District would be the grant applicant, the person administering it, and have all of those resources. Basically, what we would do is provide communication and information to the public. If this is something the board is interested in, I can bring it back as an action that we would be a sponsoring and partnering party, work with him on that, if that is something that the board is interested in participating in.
It's my thumbs up. I'm good with it. Steve's
I
good.
like it.
Okay, looks like we're getting very good. I'll follow
Hey,
up with him.
Cynthia, just out of curiosity, is there a way, we can maybe tag on to that effort as well, like with prescription drug collection?
We do collect prescription drugs at City Hall.
Sure,
And
but when
we
we're doing
provide
the-
that information, or
Well, when we're doing the outreach or whatever for
Mhm.
this, can we make sure that we
that reminder of things they can do.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, it goes in line with our solid waste plan, so works for me. Keep those smoke detectors out of the landfills. They have mercury and stuff in them too, right? So yeah.
And if I might, that actually is a bit of a tag. Also included in the report is information on the household hazardous waste event that was held on September 11th. We did have good participation by residents. There were about 200 vehicles came through. I think that may have been slightly down from in the past in conversation with the organizers. Part of that is due to the fact numbers have been up at the permanent facility on Doremus. So we think probably during the pandemic, people have been painting and doing things and taking that to Doremus instead of coming to the mobile events. But had a significant number of volunteers, and those who were there volunteering had a great time. It was a lot of fun. So thanks to the volunteers and to Gina Pate for coordinating that from the city's perspective.
If you've never done it, it's a fun time. You get to see everybody's paint colors that they did not like. They picked the wrong one. All right, next item is number 8 on the agenda. Alderman Server.
Motion to approve bill number 2915-21, annexation of Lot 8, Lakeside Crossing, second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Alderman Atkins. Thank you. Discussion. Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Kabilski,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol.
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance annexing certain adjacent territory into the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Thank you. Next item is number 9. Alderman Sarver.
Motion to approve bill number 2916-21, amending certain sections 600 alcohol, second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Alderman Atkins.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Steven, turn off your camera. You're killing me. Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski.
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance repealing section 600.005 through 600.030 of 600 alcohol of the Smithville Municipal Code and reenacting new section 600.005 to 600.031.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda, it is an ordinance with 2 readings, so I'll take a motion to approve the first reading. Alderman Sarver. No. Okay.
Motion to approve bill number 2917-21, 2021 property tax rate emergency ordinance sponsored by Mayor Boley, first reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Alderman Hartman.
Mayor, I second that.
Thank you. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Kibelski.
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier.
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill for the first reading.
An ordinance fixing the annual rate of levy on all taxable property within the city of Smithville, Missouri for the year 2021 pursuant to 67.110 RSMO.
Thank you. Now we need a second reading. Do I have a motion for the second reading? Alderman Hartman.
Mayor, I'd make a motion for bill number 2917-21, 2021 property tax rate emergency ordinance sponsored by Mayor Boley, second reading.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins,
Aye.
Alderman Kibelski,
Aye.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman.
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Ms. Wagner, please read the bill.
An ordinance fixing the annual rate of levy on all taxable property within the city of Smithville, Missouri for the year 2021 pursuant to 67.110 RSMO.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is number 11, Resolution 969. Alderman Sarver. You're on mute.
So the motion to approve resolution 969, notice of existence of use tax.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Alderman Atkins seconds. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 969 say aye.
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 All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is resolution 970. Alderman Hartman.
Mayor, make a motion to approve resolution 970, city surplus property.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Alderman Atkins seconds. Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor of approving resolution 970 say aye.
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 All opposed say no. Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is resolution 971, second plat Liberty Acres. Alderman Chevalier.
Thank you. Move to approve resolution 971, second plat Liberty Acres.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Alderman Hartman.
Make a second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving resolution 971, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Public comment. I know, Linda, we have at least one, right? So this would be Randy Wilson. You're there. Randy, as I stated earlier with the hearing, you have 3 minutes. Please state your name, address, and topic before speaking, and please limit your time to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, it's Stephen Wilson, 302 Northeast 192nd Street here in Smithville. And the topic is on, I think, the utility ordinance enforcement. And I think I fell victim to something that wasn't designed to do. I was out of town for 6 weeks. My father's sick back in St. Louis. He ultimately passed away. But when I got back in town, I had no water. And so I was thinking, well, this is kind of weird. I know the bill was probably showed up. It was a little late. And so after I did a little research, did some calling around, I found out my water got disconnected. The bill was due like on the 16th, and it was disconnected 10 days later after that. So I don't think the original design of the ordinance was to take and disconnect somebody's water without any notice on that. I know after looking up the ordinance, there's a $75 arbitrary number assigned to it. In the summertime, it's very easy to go over the $75. I think I was at 78 or something. And so basically what I wanted to do is ask for, hey, could I get my $50 penalty back? I had to pay for that because I don't think it was deliberately designed to be instituted that way. I think it's designed whenever somebody legitimately doesn't pay it instead of just miss one. Granted, I'd have a late fee on that. But besides that, I think that it might be, sometime maybe revisit that, maybe if you leave it a dollar amount, up to dollar amount, or maybe after so many days, possibly put out a notice to the residents that it would be disconnected. And there was no notice or anything. I sort of got back, and it just didn't make a bad day any better than I got back. So granted, I missed a bill that time. I lived here for about 5 years. Everything else is just on time. And I don't really think the ordinance was designed to be implemented that way. So that's my ask, and maybe suggestions for thought. Thanks.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is the appointment for planning and zoning. So I appoint Melissa Wilson to fill the seat that'll be vacated at the expiration of Rand's term. Clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Yulidol,
Aye.
Alderman Chevalier,
Aye.
Alderman Hartman,
Aye.
Alderman Atkins.
Aye.
Alderman Kabilski,
Aye.
Alderman Sarver,
Aye.
6-0.
Motion carries. Melissa, welcome back. We've missed you these few months.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Thank you, everybody.
Jack, you don't know what you got yourself back into. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm back, Jack. Looking forwards to it, really.
Thank you. New business for the floor. Just one question on Mr. Wilson's comment for Cynthia or for Stephen. Mr. Blair Witch Project, move his screen around a bunch. Or his camera. Do we robocall or text or any, on that disconnect?
We do provide, and I'll let Stephen, he had indicated he had some connection issues. Stephen, can you hear us okay?
Yes, I can. We sent out notices through text when you sign up for them, when late fees are assessed and when bills are due. But you do have to sign up for those in advance.
Okay. What about for disconnect? Same thing. What about just like a regular phone call too? Do we call them or?
We do a final disconnect notice for those people who sign up through text.
Should we consider a regular mail as last resort to be safe?
Could be something that we look at is sending a mail notice. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Alderman?
I don't know about our mail service, if that would be a timely fashion.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would make it in
I
that
think-
time.
I think
Yeah.
email or text would be a little quicker.
Yeah.
But
If they do the internet, yes.
yeah. Well, I'm at, I don't know how often your mail's on time, but I can tell you from me and Kelly's reaction and Mr. Hartman, it's a crapshoot with our mail service around here.
Oh, I agree to that.
Maybe we can look at that a little more during our retreat or work session when we talk about water or something. So thanks for clarifying, Stephen. Any other new business from the floor? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 All
Aye.
opposed, say no. Stand adjourned. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Right.